Welcome back, everybody, to episode 7 of New Beginnings, and as you can see, winter has finally made its arrival. We are in the early days of December, and we are expected to get several inches of snow today. So, I'll be helping my other boss that I did construction for do some plowing once the snow accumulates. He has several contracts around town for plowing out businesses and people's driveways, so I won't be doing any logging today. And it's still early in the morning, so I'm going to go back inside and get some coffee into me. And hopefully within the next few hours, the snow will have accumulated enough to get out there and start plowing. So I'll see you guys here shortly. Well, as you can see, the snow has accumulated enough for me to go start plowing. My boss and coworkers are already out there plowing. We have a lot of contracts that we have to do, so we're all splitting up the workload. I already know what businesses and driveways that I need to do, so I got to go down to the shop and get the plow truck fired up, put some road salt in it and whatnot. So let's get to it. Definitely a lot of snow. I think it's supposed to snow the rest of the day and into the night, if not through the night. As you can see, some of the streets here and roads are not completely plowed, if not at all. But it should be a lengthy day of plowing. It's coming down pretty good. But, whoa, slippery. I do have four-wheel drive, so that does help some. Even the shop's yard here hasn't been plowed. Now, where am I going to park here? Alright, the plow truck I'll be using is over here. There's a cat in the truck. Well, there. I'm assuming that must be the boss's cat. And he took the cat for a ride with him the last time he used the truck and kind of forgot to take the cat with him. So I guess the cat will be going with me today. Oh, okay, so there's already road salt in the salt spreader, so I won't have to worry about that. So, I guess we can head off and start getting some plowing done. So one of the business contracts that we have is where I'm headed to right now. And if you guys remember me telling you that I'd keep you up to date on the progress of the Pepsi facility. And it's been over a month since I last updated you on it, so with that being said, it is all completely done and up and running, and there it is. And it just so happens that we have got the contract to plow their yard parking lot out. It's a very large facility. But, yeah. It's finally been done. And fully operational. We were just fortunate enough to be able to get the contract for keeping the parking lot for them plowed. But I do feel like, for the size of this parking lot, that this truck is just too small. But it is what it is. I will get it done regardless. There is a lot of snow. So the wife and I were doing some thinking, and we got to talking, and we decided that it's time for us to get our own place. And of course, our end goal coming here wasn't to rent for the rest of our lives. So we figured it's time to start looking around for kind of a permanent home. Our main goal is to build our own house. So we need to find and acquire some land. So we started looking around and asking around and whatnot. And one of my wife's coworkers told her about a lot of land for sale just outside of town. Not sure, can't remember the exact amount of acres, but so we got directions to where it is, so we can go check it out, see if it's something that would fit what we're looking for. The wife and I are gonna go up after I get done work here. We're gonna take the drone. Take our drone up there to get an aerial view of it, and to see kind of the big picture. So after I get done work today, that's what we're gonna do. We also have more news that we want to share with you guys. But I am going to share that with you as soon as I get done this parking lot. So don't go anywhere. Alright guys, we are almost done this Pepsi Facilities parking lot. Just got a few more swipes to make here, and then I gotta go around and salt it. As you can see, snow hasn't let up at all. I think it's supposed to snow pretty much through the rest of the day into the night. So this is just the start of probably what's going to be a long winter here in the mountains of Wyoming. So it's nothing out of the ordinary by any means. So we're just making our last little pass here, and then I'm gonna run around real quick and salt. And then there's someone's driveway right across the road that I gotta go over and plow and salt their driveway. The new, well, I'd say it's new. It's been up for a few weeks to a month or so now. The used car dealership that's been built down the road. We got the contract to plow that, and I'll be going down there to plow their driveway. And then I got two houses down across the bridge there that I got to go plow out, and that will pretty much be it for what I need to do. And then I'm going to go home, and the wife and I are going to go scout out that piece of land that we are interested in maybe potentially buying. So yeah, I told you there was some other news that I wanted to share with you guys. And so the wife and I were talking, and we were, thinking, why not start our own business, basically. She's going to college for business management, and I have experience in logging, construction, and a little bit of farming now. I did get word that the guy that I'm plowing for and did construction for, he's getting up there in age, and I got word that he, as I said before, he's downsized his equipment as well as his business's property. So yeah, I got word that he's probably after this winter going to be retiring and just selling off all of his equipment. He doesn't have really anybody to pass it down to, so it kind of got my wife and I thinking that it would maybe be a good opportunity if we started slowly buying some construction equipment, and getting into a little bit of construction. And she even threw the idea out that maybe if there's enough land that we're available to buy, to start getting into some farming as well. It's going to take a very large loan to accomplish all this, and it won't be something that will be done. It won't be something that will be done overnight. First thing we got to do is get the land and build a house on it, and I didn't get that plowed yet. As well as a garage and a shop. So just little baby steps is what we're going to have to take. But the wife and I both have really good credit, so getting the loan that we need shouldn't be too much of an issue. So yeah, that's our plan: purchasing some land, as well as potentially just starting our own business. So if the guy that I'm working for with plowing decides to sell out, I don't know if he's gonna sell it to somebody else that he works for or to somebody else completely different. If the company's just gonna be done with once he retires, I don't know. But he's one of the only few places in town that does what he does, so he don't have a lot of competition. So if I started my own, I really wouldn't have a whole lot of competition, especially if this company sells out and doesn't get bought by anybody, or I would not say bought by anybody, but if he just sells off his equipment, could be to out-of-towners or people out of the area, I don't know. But either way, it's still there's still enough room for another company to do construction, and there's plenty of farmland around to. Oops, sorry, my bad. Plenty of farmland and opportunity to farm as well. So. We are definitely, oh come on, definitely serious about this endeavor. My wife, when she graduates, she wants to utilize what she went to college for as far as running or owning a business. So she will be very vital and important to if we start a business with construction and farming. She'll be very good to have her on board doing this with me because of her knowledge in business management and whatnot. So it'll definitely take a team effort with the both, for the both of us to do this together to be successful, as I'm not as good with the budgeting and the accounting and all that stuff. I want to be out here doing all this machinery work and everything. So that's going to be our future plans. It's not saying it's going to happen. We may not get a loan. The bank may. I don't think there would be an issue with us getting a loan by any means, but you just don't know. The banks around here may just be like, no, we're not doing it. So it really depends on what we can get for a loan and what we can get for land and whatnot. And all this really is going to be after winter. I'd like to finish the winter off renting the trailer that we're renting, as well as finishing off the winter logging with the company that I log for, and obviously plowing for the guy that I plow for. So, but in the meantime, we definitely are going to go up and check out that land that's for sale, and see if we can't maybe even buy it before the winter's over. That way we can secure it, so when the snow melts in spring and the ground dries up, so when spring gets here and the ground dries up, we'll be able to start getting it ready to build on. So exciting news. A lot going to be happening, hopefully, for the wife and I, and as well as our dog Sierra. Like I said, our end game wasn't to just rent, and owning our own business has been something we've thought about and talked about in the past, but we didn't really act upon it because the timing wasn't right. It just wasn't the right time. But we feel like the timing is be right, at least by springtime. And like I said, probably try to secure some land now. So especially if that land we're going to go look at is worth buying, we will try to get it before the winter's over, and we'll have it so that we can start working on it in the spring. I'm going to finish getting this driveway done, or excuse me, parking lot, and I'm going to get all this done, and then I'm going to head down and get those last two houses. I got to do their driveways. So I'm going to finish this one up, and I'm going to I'll see you guys down to the other two places. Alright, we are all done plowing this parking lot. I'm just going around real quick, getting it all salted. Also, change of plans. It gets darker earlier in the winter. So, yeah, as you can see, it's fairly dark out already. And so it will be pointless for the wife and I to go check out that land in the dark. So I'm going to head down here to these last two driveways that I got to plow. And that will be all I got to do. And then take the plow truck back to the shop, head home, relax for the night. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I don't have to work. So that will give the wife and I time to drive up to see the land. And I'm not sure I'm not sure if the roads will be plowed to the land or not, so we're going to take the pickup, walk her in four-wheel drive, and hope for the best. See, a lot of these back roads are not, they're not plowed yet. So I just got this driveway. These are two driveways that we did work for in the summer. Now we're back in the winter plowing them. You'll get that, I've noticed. You'll get repeat customers if you do a good enough job. For instance, we came in and did some landscaping to these guys' these two people's houses, landscaping to their driveways. They liked what we did. They liked the service we provided, and they wanted us to come back and plow their driveways in the winter. So if you do a good enough job, you'll definitely get repeat customers with just about any type of business that you're in. But if I come in here and pour up their yard while I was plowing or whatnot, they probably would not want to have us come back, and we would lose a customer. So it's very good to do a good job. You'll get repeat customers most of the time. But yeah, it's snowing like crazy. Alright, we're almost done here. Just gotta finish salting the driveway. Oh, almost hit that mailbox. Finished driving both of these driveways. And then that'll be it for me today. And I'll head back to the shop, get my pickup, head home for the night, get some rest, and hopefully tomorrow it won't be snowing, and we'll be able to get up there to see that land, providing the road's either plowed or we don't get stuck if it isn't plowed. But we're taking the four-wheel drive pickup just in case. So that does it for me for today. I'm gonna head back to the shop, and I will see you guys there. Well, we're just getting back to the shop, and it looks like somebody's already came through and got the shop's driveway / parking lot all plowed out. I'm just gonna park this over here where it was when I got here. So yeah, it's still snowing. Hopefully by morning it won't be. Head on home, get some food into me, relax, get cleaned up. The wife and I can hopefully go check out some new land. Whoa, guy, really? Don't mind me. Some people, goodness. No, looks like the landlord has... Sarah's out in the road, doing her typical thing, being out in the road when she shouldn't be. Get out of the road, Sarah. Move it. Well, the landlord looks like the landlord came by and got us plowed out. Kind of a load off our shoulders, not having to worry about that right now. So guys, I will see you in the morning, and hopefully the weather cooperates. Well, good morning guys. As you can see, it is still snowing. The driveway is piled back up with snow again, as well as the roads. The dog is, well, as you can see, it's halfway up our dog. And she's not a small dog. She's a Bernese mountain dog. So she's a very large dog, and as you can see, the snow was halfway up her while she was sitting down. Checked with the wife on if she thinks we should still try to go check that land out or not, where the snow has just been relentless. But she said, "Yeah, we're gonna do this. We got a four-wheel drive truck, so let's utilize it." So, cross our fingers we don't get stuck, because I'm not sure if the road to the land is plowed. We got directions to get there, so we're going to get the truck warmed up, and we're going to head on up and hope for the best. Alright, we're loaded up, and we're headed up to see if we can find this land without getting stuck. Like I said, I'm bringing a drone so we can get an aerial view of the land. We're locked into four-wheel drive, and so far so good. But yeah, there's a lot of land that's being sold, and we're hoping to be able to acquire it before somebody else does. So we just want to make sure we get our eyes laid on it, see if it's really something we want. I actually think to our left up here is some of it, that open field over there. Oh, there's a ditch. I believe to our right is some of it. Well, pretty much what we're laying our eyes on right now is the land, for the most part. So, there's a spot up here that the wife and I were, from what we know of, that would be a good spot, I think, to actually build our house on, if I can find it. I went too far. Well, I'm going to pull over here and get the drone out and see if we can get an aerial view of what's going on here. Alright, I get the drone out, and we're going to see what the aerial view looks like. So I believe past that grove of trees ahead, I think it's right in here is where the wife and I were thinking. This field maybe in behind this grove of trees, maybe building a house and starting our new life. This is all for sale, as well as all this land down here. And that field I said earlier that was to the right, this is all for sale. And this would make a really good field for farming, or really anything. I better bring the drone back before I lose signal. It just takes off on me. So yeah, I think we were thinking this area over here for maybe building a house. Somewhere in this area. It's just a smidge out of town, not too far. So I'm going to bring the drone back down and start heading back home. Still snowing, so we don't want to get buried out here. Well, wife and I were just talking. We're headed back home right now, but we were just talking after I got the drone back that we definitely like. I was showing her the drone footage and everything. You know, we can't explore too much in a vehicle because of the amount of snow that's on the ground, and we're lucky we're not getting stuck as it is. So from the drone footage, we definitely liked what we saw, and we definitely are gonna put an offer in on the land. Try to acquire it before somebody else does. And like I said, that way when winter is over with, we'll have the land already secured, and then we can just start. Hopefully by then we'll have gotten, well, I guess we'll have, first we got to get a loan to get the land. So we're going to put an offer, try to get a loan, put an offer on the land, and then, like I said, by spring, late spring, early summer, when the ground is all dried out, we should be able to start doing the groundwork and getting a house built. And I plan on doing all of this myself, groundwork and building the house and everything, with the wife's help of course. It's cheaper, and I have the know-how to do. I have the know-how on how to do all this. So yeah, we're gonna try to get a loan and get this land purchased before somebody else gets it. So, if you guys liked what you saw, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. And that will do it for us here today on episode 7 of New Beginnings. Please continue to check out my other videos on my channel if you haven't done so already. And stay tuned for episode 8. You guys take care.